to this writer, Prince William and Catherine are desperate for what? Hi, good morning, Neil. Sean here in the very heart of London. Nice to have your company as ever. Lovely to see you. By the way, this is going to make you feel a little bit ancient as it did me. But can you remember Batman started, oh yes, in 1966. Yes, 56 years ago this week, apparently it debuted on TV. Now, I don't know about you, but there was only one Batman for me. That was the brilliant Adam West alongside Burt Ward. Lucky enough to meet them both, in fact. Burt Ward, wasn't really keen on taking the role because he wanted to be a serious actor. Adam West knew exactly where his bread was buttered, but didn't he make the part his own? And when you think about it, the series only ran for 2 years with a feature film in between the series, but it really has sort of endured the test of time. Kids today still love it because I think it's fun, campy, and more importantly, what about the plethora of guest stars that Batman had? My particular favourite, Eartha Kitt as Catwoman. I know Julie Newmar did a great job, but I thought Eartha Kitt really sealed it for me. Lucky enough to meet Eartha later on in life when she appeared here in London, and she said she had the most fun time as Catwoman in Batman. She said simply because the scripts were so funny that you couldn't take them seriously, but she said she knew that they were making something of a cult classic. Back as ever though to your breaking roll story of the day. What I like about this particular story is this particular writer has been hired, of course, to make sure that they get clicks and bring some attention to a little now viewed website. So you have to forgive their desperation in order to try and make their stories, well, shall we say, controversial in least. They've recently attacked Camilla, they've had a go at Prince Charles, but this week it's apparently the chance of Catherine and William. And according to that person, they are basically saying, well, William and Catherine need to go over to America to get a slice of American pie publicity. This is all centred upon, of course, William and Catherine's visit later this year to the United States for their Earthshot Awards. And as we've told you already, excitement is building. It's an independent charity and set to do incredibly well. Of course, everybody knew that Earthshot will be travelling around the world at some point. And this year, it is, of course, the opportunity for America. But what's interesting is this particular person has stated that, you see, William and Catherine need that big slice of publicity because Harry and Meghan are seemingly so popular over there, getting all the front covers of all the newspapers and magazines, and of course all the media attention. We saw that, didn't we, recently at the United Nations speech. This truly is how popular Harry and Meghan are. We also saw that very strange situation which we highlighted to you recently about this fan that seemingly popped up and was able to get a selfie in the security conscious world of the Sussexes. Very strange indeed. The true story is this, of course. It's going to be very difficult, as we've said, before the end of the year because William and Catherine will be making a splash. Every TV news company I know has already contacted their office, and I'm now getting a trickle through to me to see whether I could possibly put in a word to make sure that Catherine and William would want to do that now sit-down interview about Earthshot and what their plans are and what they're going to be doing over in America. Of course, the last time they went over there was 2014, and people are basically saying it's a different world now. Of course it's a different world, time moves on, but Catherine and William truly move on and know exactly how to market themselves and more importantly get their message across. I actually do feel sorry for the spin people around Harry and Meghan though. I mean, it is truly desperate when you try to point out that yes, they get the front covers of the world. Yes, they do, but for all the wrong reasons, Negative press is not necessarily good press. But of course, in the world of Harry and Meghan, if you're on the front pages, seemingly as a former actress who was desperate to be on the front cover of anything and was willing to go and stand next to anyone at that period, then of course this is good PR. For William and Catherine, if I were Harry and Meghan, I wouldn't be making too many plans about world domination over in America during that particular period. And that's not taking sides, it's just simply fact. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.